Okay, guys. So today I kind of want to talk about social media. And if you haven't heard, an unfortunate event happened in Wisconsin the other day. A young lady decided to do something that I really can't talk about on YouTube, but it was one of those school water gun fights, if you will. And unfortunately, we lost some people and some people was injured, and I feel very sorry for them. But when I was reading like her little go away note or whatever it's called, I feel like a lot of stuff that affected her and that she was talking about was a result of social media. You know, and today I want to talk about maybe some of the pros and cons of social media. So we're gonna start about some of the things that I think are great, and then I'm going to the not so negative things because I think this is an important topic, especially for these new generation of kids that are coming out today's day and age. One of the great things, first and foremost, is I think it's a great way to learn about investments. Learn about the future and stuff like that. You can relatively get in contact with some of the wealthiest people in the world, and just copy what they're doing and stuff like that, and help you make money. I think that's a very awesome thing. Previous generations didn't have that, and I think it's pretty dope that we have too. I think another great thing is just contacting people, family, stuff like that. You don't really gotta travel to go see your family all the time if you're just following them on social media. Keep in contact here or there, because that's what I typically do. I really don't see my family too often, maybe once or twice a year, if that. And to network is also a great thing. And me personally, I'm not a fan of networking because some people just take it too far. Do they always go into stuff thinking, oh, we got to network this? No. I think you just come across someone, you may shoot them a message, stuff like that. If y'all connect, cool. If y'all don't, oh well. But like, I think a lot of people just make it kind of superficial. So I'm personally am against the networking. It just really bothers me. I don't know. I don't like it. Another thing I think is great is the entertainment and dating. Dating, some may say is bad and stuff like that, but I think it's personally great. You can talk to someone before hanging out, see if y'all got similar interests, and then first you can see if he's interested in you. Like, I'm talking from a guy perspective. Girl's not gonna text no dude or give him the time of day if she just don't like him. So it's a great way to save time and money and seeing the interest in the individual before you go hang with them. I think it's pretty dope. I know plenty of couples that have gotten together through dating. I actually think it's a study that like most people in Gen Z or relationships are built off of dating and just entertainment. Seeing some people be on social media a lot. Me personally, I don't. I'm personally on it to just post, and that's really much it. Maybe I'll hop on for like a little bit, but nowhere enough. Like I remember I was watching this one dude on YouTube when I was a little bit younger, and he was just saying like you should only be on social media to post. Like it legit fries your brain, and I really think that. I think I used to spend too much time on it. I think maybe I still do to an extent, but relatively I'm never on it. I never really know what's going on too much unless people send it to me, or maybe on Twitter, because I use Twitter for news with the people I follow. But that's just some of the stuff that I think is pretty cool about social media. I think it's a great thing, an awesome tool. I think Gen Z really benefited the most, and it's the last generation to benefit the most from it, is because we kind of grew up in a weird era where it was coming from real life to social media was kind of intertwining. I remember when the computer was starting to be a big thing, when phones starting to get a big thing, when they was putting apps on or stuff like that. And I remember going outside and all that stuff, but nowadays, you drive through neighborhoods, you don't see no kids outside. And it's pretty insane. And also, I'm going to put some hate on the parents because you should not be just giving your child an iPad just so you can watch a little rom-com or play the game or whatever. I think that's kind of crazy. You're a parent, you have duty. And unfortunately, I think a lot of the quote-unquote mental health crisis or issues that happen in today's society is the extension of social media. I think that's one of the biggest reasons that people be having all these problems and stuff like that, because some people tell them that, oh, you feel this way because of this. Or it's the fact that you're comparing yourself with everybody you know or celebrities you don't know, and it obsess them. I mean, I guess that happened to me a little bit because when the whole COVID thing was going on, I remember that I saw some people like Andrew Tate of the world and stuff like that doing whatever they wanted while I was locked inside. And I'd be lying if I said that didn't really affect me at all. But nonetheless, let's start getting into things that negatively came from social media. So as I said, I think the mental health crisis is directly impacted. And also, you could say the dating crisis has happened from that as well, because as people say before, all the girls are going after the top 20% of dudes, so they're getting their pick of the litter. It's kind of, ruined the dating scene in a sense. Even though if you're a part of that 20%, you're kind of, living like a king out here, but it really has made the dating game unfair. I'm happy that some people are going out and dating on their own and stuff like that. Because me, I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I really don't care too much because it's super easy and time efficient. Dating apps are, but it's just that the game has truly changed. And through that, a lot of these girls have inflated egos. And I don't really think some of the guys are, because, we just be chilling and stuff like that. But, a lot of people get inflated egos. I'll say people in general get inflated egos on just social media. Like, dudes have Instagram followers think they're that dude, but like, guys, these guys be broke. It's actually pretty hilarious, man. When you see like the other side of social media, how it's just like really a highlight reel, it's utterly hilarious, man. It is utterly hilarious. And the addiction to social media, like some of these people can't live without their phones, man. Like 10 minutes away from it, they can't do it. Always got to see what's going on. Always got to be an addiction to texting too is a thing, or snapping, or whatever happens these days. I think it's a huge addiction. And then the biggest one I think that's there too is the brainwashing to reality. A lot of people think that the world is off social media, which I can kind of see because in some aspects, I guess, because I talk about the degrading state of the West. And I can say I got some of that from social media, but then when you put something in your head and you try and focus on it, that's all you're going to see. So I think that's a pretty interesting concept. I think that happens a lot. Like, people think the world is this way because it's all on here, and that's all they see. The patriarchy, or, whatever the case may be. I think that's a pretty interesting concept. And the dopamine effect that people just get from social media, they just be on it too much. And the thing I don't like, though, is because, like, yes, it's some negatives from it and pros and cons or whatever you want to say. But some people be like, they just need to delete the internet and stuff like that. And I'm like, why are you punishing everybody for a small group? Because I don't think the average person, maybe I may be wrong, but this is my personal opinion. This is what I've seen in the world, my anecdotal experience, if you will. The average person is not hooked on social media like that. Now, maybe in Gen Z, okay, yeah, you can get like the average person walking around. Even some of the dudes, like, I spent time in the South, and a lot of those dudes just be chilling, hunting, doing their own thing, hop on social media here and there. And I think another issue is, like, a lot of people just don't got hobbies, man. Hobbies. Like, go out and do something. Go live a life. Go find stuff that interests you, and you would not be on social media at all. I mean, personally, I'm just hopping on here, just chatting a little bit, just giving my thoughts and my raw opinions on here, and just going on about my day, just seeing what I observe in life and come talk about it on here. I think that hobbies is a lost art. I think that people spend too much time on social media, and I think, we're starting to see it with Gen Alpha, like I said, with that unfortunate event that happened in Wisconsin. I think that once the world changes and stuff, I don't think it's really no going back. I think all Gen Z can really do is just try to be the best parents possible and try and limit their kids on social media, so we can raise them kind of like how we grew up. And that's the only thing I see that could fix it, because it's here to stay. It really is. I think that, honestly, to wrap it up, I feel like we're moving towards like them futuristic societies that be in the shows and stuff like that. Like, even if you live like in big cities, man, you could just see like them starting to expand, and then the tower buildings are starting to get there. It's getting scary, man. Like, I really think it's like happening like the futuristic shows. We're living in the beginning of it. But that's enough of my rambling, man. I'm gonna call it a day. About to chill, play that new Marvel Rivals. Fucking love that game, man. But just let me know what y'all think. If you have any interesting topics you want me to talk about, just leave in the comment section. I hope you have a great day. Leave a like and all that good stuff, and y'all be easy.